The Iowa Hawkeyes missing on another offensive tackle prospect, Caden Proctor, flipping just about a month ago, and now Walter Rouse, the coveted tackle from Stanford, is off to Nebraska. We'll talk about implications here in a moment. I want to thank Ascent Nutrition, as we always do here from the Hawkeye of the Storm. Check out their mold and mycotoxin-free coffee. It's available at 15% off by using the code Hawkeyes at goascentnutrition.com. But of course, they got a plethora of great products. Visit their links in the description below this video. Ascent Nutrition, visit goascentnutrition.com. So the news that broke, I guess on Wednesday, we're talking about it here on Thursday. Stanford tackle Walter Rouse, who had entered his name in the transfer portal earlier in this cycle, has announced his commitment to Nebraska. He had visited Nebraska, he had visited Iowa, and of course, Oklahoma. So those were really the top three for Walter. Didn't waste a ton of time making a decision. He did tell me that all visits went well. I mean, pretty average responses, right? Pretty cliche responses. Not certainly doubting Walter's honesty here, but he said that everything was neck and neck after the visit, after the three visits, and it's going to come down to what just feels best for me and my family. It's funny because before Walter made this official on Wednesday, news started to circulate that he was committing to Nebraska because it appeared as if his name was listed in the Nebraska student directory. So someone jumped the gun on that, or maybe Walter was a little slow to announce. Regardless, it's water under the bridge for Hawkeye fans. This is another miss, and a big one, because this was their biggest prize in the portal at this position. And it's, of course, a position of need. They did get Dejon Parker here a few days ago, the Saginaw Valley State transfer who had flipped from Virginia to Iowa. So he's still a part of this incoming transfer class. So that's positive. And they may stop there. I mean, I think they like Mason Richmond at left tackle. You bring in Parker for right, and then they've got pieces to build around. I still think it'd be good for them to get another guard, someone who's experienced, someone who's veteran, but they may not do that. So you hope that, again, we've been saying this for a couple seasons now, that someone will develop, especially in the interior. Justin Britt, of course, his career was derailed by injury. They've had other prospects that, and Cody Ince is a guy whose career was derailed due to injury. So some of those inside guys have struggled with health, and we feel for them for that reason. But they need some help in there, and hopefully somebody develops this coming spring. Keep in mind that Iowa missed on Isaac Tesla at wide receiver. They started, Tyler Barnes started following a couple different receivers that had entered the portal, one from Syracuse, one from Wazoo. The Syracuse kid has already withdrawn his name from the transfer portal. And in this era of NIL, you never know when NIL becomes a major factor in a kid deciding to withdraw, especially that quickly. It just seemed a little bit odd to me. But look, this is the era of recruiting in college football, and specifically with the transfer portal. NIL and what can you do for me now becomes that much more important. So Iowa will regroup. I'm not going to grade this transfer portal class yet because I don't think it's quite wrapped up yet. I still think Iowa is going to make an effort at wide receiver. They may not at tackle. I'm surprised they haven't done more at linebacker, but perhaps Phil Parker and Seth Wallace feel good about the group there, but they're losing a lot of experience, a lot of production, a lot of snaps at linebacker. So we'll see what they do and when they do it, right? This window about to close. They still did good at some major positions. You think about quarterback, you think about Seth Anderson at wide receiver, certainly Eric All at tight end. I don't think I would grade it as an A yet, but we'll wait to make that grade here for at least a week or two. Appreciate you tuning in for a short segment here from the Hawkeye of the Storm. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube, and of course, follow our new page on Instagram as well, at From the Hawkeye on Instagram, and we'll be giving you exclusive content right there on the Instagram page. And of course, it's free to follow. We'll talk to you soon.